Good morning, guys, and welcome back to the channel. So today we will continue working on this little, or not that little boat, Gunboat Philadelphia. And for those of you who are in the group on the Facebook, so they already have seen what will be, have seen announced what will be in this episode today. So let me repeat it for everybody. Today we will install two such rods in the model, and I will screw it next episode to the piece of board. I have somewhere some cuts off found in my box, so I can clamp it to the table just with a clamp, or I can just use if I have or you have big vise, you just can clamp it there. This is very convenient when you have stiff model which is not moving, when you are bending planks and gluing, so it's much more comfortable when you are trying to do this with constantly moving model, like you are trying to push and it is just sliding from you. And it's also very useful if you are installing your models on the pedestals or these vertical posts. It's very useful if you have such rods, because again you can screw it to something. If you will make a display case, you can screw it to the bottom of the display case, and if you have to transport or shift somewhere your model, it will be secured, so it will not shake in the display case, not in bowsprit will not hit the glass. So it is more just for protection of the model, and also just will add some stiffness so you can work with it. And before I will do this, I just want to suggest you a few ways how to exhibit your model or how to show it. In this case we have flat bottom one, so not even with keel, so it's just very easy just to put it on something flat. For example, you can use this sticky paper with waves or imitation of stone. I like stone. This is like contrast of materials. You have wooden model on something, even if it is fake stone, you can always make a real stone, but it's very difficult to work with it. But if you will use this sticky paper, and usually I'm just covering it with acrylic varnish, this can spray, then it will look like a real stone. For some reasons, just after varnishing this sticky paper, it is really getting this rich look of stone. And on the contrast of materials, it will look very like you will underline your model, your wooden model on something like stone. For example, just for those of you who want to make it without mast and sails, and for example you just want to put all spars and sails inside the boat, it makes sense to create a slipway, like you are launching your boat. So it's also, for this one specific, it will be very easy, very simple one, maybe just some timbers, maybe on something flat, a little raised at an angle. Okay, let's imitate that this is quite big, just for explaining you what I mean. So just entire row of such timbers, like you are launching it. It makes sense if you are not rigging it. And again, if you have these rods, you can just screw it to these blocks, and it will be just solid construction. You always can unscrew it, because I will glue these rods inside with epoxy glue, and you can always screw something to it, unscrew. So in my case, I will use a piece of board for temporary using it while I'm building it, and later I'm thinking to make a display case, so I will screw it to the bottom. But just as an example, I also want to explain you one very important thing when you are installing such rods and planning to put it on some pedestals. Always you should remember where is your mast, because in this model it's only single mast, so it's very easy to avoid this mistake. For example, don't position rod literally under this mast step, because if, for example, if you have, let's imitate, this is a mast, and if I will put under it a pedestal, it will look like it just like fork. You just put it through the model. It just visually, it's illusion, like you're sticking your mast through the model. And just to explain it and show you example, I have another model here just to show you this. This is two-masted model. This is HMS Speedy. It has two masts, so let me put in this just for imitation where the masts are located. And as you can see, I shifted a little aft two pedestals, so they will not look like I'm sticking through the model, just not to get this illusion that I have put masts through the model. And also, you also can notice that these two pedestals shifted a little forward. But this is just to make a balance. When I will install bowsprit here and will add this area with sails, so weight of the model will go to the bow. So that's why it will be like compensation. So then these pedestals will be in the middle of the model. So at the moment it look weird because they are moved aft, but later it will make sense and it will be balanced model. And my camera did this trick in less than 15 minutes. Let me turn it on again. Come on. So as I said before, I can't explain exactly why it is doing this, because it's not regular, like not every 20 minutes or every hour, just doing it on its own. And I haven't touched even cable today. So, because also today's episode will be about how to prepare and finish it for planking, because as you remember, I have broken these two frames. I believe this one and no, yeah, these two frames. So let me switch bigger camera. So I have broken these two frames, and that's why I couldn't finish fairing the lines. And also we need to finish in the bow and in the stern, shaping this last, I don't know how to name it, it's not aprons, just final pieces of wood for planking. So the idea is that I will finish it today, preparing for planking. And because I want to insert two rods, I want to, for example, if we have mast here, so I will use probably one block right here, and so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, between 4th and 5th frame from the, I believe this is bow, wider one, and narrower, this is stern, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so somewhere here. So maybe in these two sections I will install rods. So I will reinforce this part of the keel, or false keel sort of, because even if I have these two rods, this is metrical system, this is 3 millimeters diameter, it's smaller than our false keel, but still I want to make it stronger right here, because I made this mistake with my bounty model. If you have seen this at the very beginning on that intro videos before I started live stream, the bounty model on one of the pictures, it is not only on these two pedestals, but on one side you can notice two toothpicks, because when I was transporting that model to photo studio to make photos, I was just carrying it on my hands, and just when I went outside from the building, it was just strong wind, literally strong wind, and the model fell on me, because what happened, such thin keel, and it was also, I believe, on that model made of plywood, the rod just broke it, and the model just laid on me. So it was a challenge to fix it, because it was already finished model, so I removed keel from, just hang it upside down like this, I removed keel, pour lots of epoxy inside, and glue the rod to that model, so it was secured, thanks God. But after that mistake, I'm not ignoring it, I have to reinforce it, even if my rod is with smaller diameter, it still has this chance to break it. So I will use some cuts off from these sheets which were with bulkheads. I just maybe can find some more or less proper thickness. It's not that much matter, just to make it thicker here. So if it is not precise size, not that really matter. But this is what I will do right now, and I'm searching for scalpel. Actually, I can probably move camera a little closer. So I will cut some. And while it is drying, so I can drill in the end of the stream. One, maybe I will cut this one. And while it will be drying, I can continue sanding and fairing the bulkheads for planking. Okay. My assistant is also already on his position in his box. And if you will hear somebody snoring, this is not me, this is my assistant. Okay. Maybe I need to grab another one. Let's see if it is enough or not. So maybe it should be enough. I will put it aside. Oh, Thumb Day? I didn't know that. So this is a funny holiday. And I will need a pencil. And a small ruler just to cut a few pieces. Proper dimension. Oh, which one? It's even a little taller, so I need to cut it like this also. I like basswood because it is so soft, very easy to work, just to cut with scalpel. Of course I can use my table saw, but since this model also a first model for some participants in this group build, so I just from principle I will use scalpel. This is something that you can do also at home. And let me mark it on another side. I just simply can break it. Or I can use sharper scalpel also, that can help a lot. Come on, or I have somewhere a bigger knife, utility knife. That one can work faster. I like to use hammer just to... Come on! Usually it is much easier. No? It already should break. Okay, this one is not that easy. So in the end of the day I will use table saw. The interesting part is that it is almost broken. Okay, heavy artillery. Second one I will cut with a table saw. One, and I can use this piece probably for the second one. Just imagination that it is broken? No. Good. So this is second one. Oh, I need a little more sanding because it's sticking a little out. Good. And now I need to cut another two pieces here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 I said. Maybe this one. Oh, this one just perfect width. Something is not right with my... Oh, I bent it. Not good. Should do the job. Something is not working right. It's not holding it. Can't understand why. Maybe I need to change the blade now. Come on, you can break it already, yes. One. And now we'll do the second one. this one will be the second one. Now I will glue it and we will continue working on firing the lines. So I will keep these two pieces just in case if I will need them. I know I will make more dust, but I will clean this one right now. Glue. So I will use PVA for planking and Tide Bond for all what is not visible. It's dried. I ordered more, but it not arrived on time. So still trying to get some from this one. Come on. I know there is a few more drops. Okay, let's wait a few seconds and I can read comments. Yeah, I can use edge of the table, but that's why I'm using just piece of wood. This is like edge of the table for me. Yeah, when I'm doing something I'm not reading, this is true, but now I'm waiting for this glue to leak down so I can read comments. Yeah, first I will glue these pieces, and in the end of this stream I will drill holes. Oh, finally I got a few drops of glue. But probably I will position it upside down somewhere in the box. So if I will need more, it will be leaking already down. And I will use brush, and I believe I have some water here. No. So now I will have some water for the brush also. And let's glue these pieces. Oh. Preferably without gluing fingers and nails. And yes, in the stern part it is narrower or not that much tall, it's taller here. And I will glue these rods with Gorilla epoxy glue. So I will drill holes, preferably a little smaller diameter than the rods itself, so you can screw them inside the wood and epoxy just will make it, secure it. So let me add these pieces. This is additional time. This is something what you will not find in instructions. Never seen any single one instruction in which you will find explanation that you have to drill some holes to insert some rods. Maximum what I have seen just really holes, but even rods were without threaded. But I prefer threaded one because you can literally screw it inside, and even if it is such soft wood, it will create this stiffer joint, so it will not be that easy to pull it out. You always can cut it completely if you don't need that rod, but during the building, or especially such fragile bulkheads, when you can just press or clamp it a little stronger and these bulkheads can break easily. So better to secure the model so we can focus only on gluing planks. So your model will not slide like this. And I prefer, such soft wood, I prefer to add glue on both surfaces. And because also basswood has this feature, the joint where you applied glue will not break, but the entire layer of wood can peel off. So if it will soak inside deeper, so you will have stronger joint. Oh! Trying to make to complete all these tasks which I decided to do it today, so a little Russian, so everything is jumping from my hand. But after we preparing this little model for planking, we also need to make all insert parts like cockpit that was planked. Actually we can do it after planking also, so we'll see, because it doesn't matter. So this will dry until we are working on sanding. So these blocks will be my for flipping upside down model. So this is how I will use them. And again I will flip it upside down while it is drying. We can continue working on sanding. And let me change it. I need to make it even taller. So I have this piece of board which I will use later for my temporary stand. Good. So I'm not touching bottom with stem and stern post. And we can work. Let me move aside everything that I will not use at the moment. And where is my big sanding block? It was a moment ago here. Yes. It's here. So I will use this block. Will clean my fingers from the tight bond glue. Actually I can bring closer camera also. Can. Let's finish sanding all this. This too was broken, so I will sand completely this surface upside down because I haven't sanded also this bottom, and then I will flip it and will sand upper parts of the bulkheads, or this is imitation of top timbers, so we can complete with bulkheads, and then I will work on this stern and stem to finish shaping it. Maybe I can film something a little, just for the future video. Like this. Can't reach my camera. Something is not right with this one, it's like zipper one. But it is almost touching it, so it's good enough. Just to touch this side also. So actually the lower part or bottom of this model is ready for planking. Now I need to deal with top timbers. And just to control it, this is actually quite thick plank, but you definitely can see how it is going. So it should touch. Usually I'm trying to contact minimum 3 frames, better 4 together simultaneously. Upper part needs to be sanded, just to check how smooth it is. Don't jump from it. So let me stop recording and I just can continue sanding. And now it's the most fragile part of firing the bulkhead, or the most dangerous, where you can still break some top timbers. So I had 2 participants in the group on the Facebook who has broken 3 frames. Let's see if I can beat you. But I will hold them also with hands. When we will plank this side, well, outer side of the boat, then I can fire the frames or bulkheads inside the model. So, but at the moment they are not glued, so, and I'm trying also to work vertical, because if you will do this, you can easily break them. You still can do this, but better to sand them vertically and preferably contact them constantly, at least 3 frames. And always you can check it. For sure this one is more sanding. So I would be afraid that I will oversand it. this is the side where it was broken, but which one? This one was, and this two was broken. Okay. And just to check what is going on here. Not that bad. This one needs more sanding. Something isn't right here. Like I'm sending one, second, third one again, this one, just touching all three of them simultaneously. I'm not sending one bulkhead non-stop. I forgot that I haven't glued this one. Wow, good job. Should be careful. Okay, good. You can see it's smooth already, but still needs more sand than this one. It's like sticking out more. Micromark table saw, because I'm getting lots of questions because Burns died in 2023 and everybody's asking the most common question at the moment, where to buy similar table saw. And visually what I'm seeing, Micromark looks good. Who has the table saw? Can you give your review how it is in the use? Is it precise? What quality? So what the thinner planking you can cut on the table saw, like for example on the Burns table saw, when I bought thinner blades and also changed that metal insert for blade, I can cut 0.5 millimeters planking. Because on my China's table saw which I had in Ukraine back then, the smallest what I could cut, it was plus minus 1 millimeter. I wanted to cut 1 millimeter, but usually it was 1.1, 1.2, somewhere 1 millimeter, so I had to sand a lot, actually using my scraper to create a smooth surface on the deck. So can Micromark give you bigger or more accurate cutting? Because on Burns table saw I can calibrate planks without even the thickness sander, and I can get precise size which I need. Maybe if I need 1 millimeter, I can get 1 millimeter 0.5 thinner or thicker, but it's quite good quality. So. This side should be ready. The mid size for sure already. Usually when I have such models like Speedy for example, I prefer to fill in the spaces between bulkheads, but we have such low bulkheads, so makes no sense to fill for 1 or 2 planks. So I'm not doing on this, but that's why I also have chosen this one. It's not that easy to build. As I said, boats sometimes more difficult to build than, for example, 2 or 3 masted ship, like that HMS Speedy, which I'm building also. Because exactly of this, boats have, even in big scale, they have very thin planking, very thin parts, very easy to break. You have to bend them with smaller radiuses, so makes it more them so complicated to build. So if you can build this Gunboat Philadelphia, then any kind of 3-masted ship is no problem at all for you to build. some glue also on my hands. Good job. Turn it like this. It is actually quite good. Ah, it was sanded probably previous episode, that's why it is so good. Maybe something is not right here. Actually not that bad. Almost ready. Water! Good job. Let me clean that water. Not good, not good. Some paper towels. That was water for the glue. I need to glue this part sooner or later today. I will put it somewhere. My poor wet model. Good. Also some drill bits. Good. Yeah, drain hole, true. Should we make one? I think this one is almost ready to side because it was already mostly sanded previously. This one is not right, and this one probably needs more sanding, so this too. visible just because they are so alive, let's say. When you are touching them, they are moving. Which frame is moving the most, so the bigger pressure on it is coming, so it is necessary to sand it more. So looks like everything is ready. Yeah. So now I can shape the stem and stern post finally. Let me clean this dust. Or I will add a little more water and create a mess. Okay, so this one is done. So let's find our these parts which should be glued to the stem and stern post. And I believe I have a numerated one sheet of details like this one. So I need to find also numeration for it. And that's why I will use again this sheet of pen. Dust, I'm sorry. It is a little dusty here. Which one is this? Oh, I found it. This is the one. And I need part number 18A. What is the other side? Probably B. And part number 25. So this is the 25. And this is the 25. And 18. Where is 18? 18. 18. This is 18. So I need these two parts. Can numerate all of them actually. So I don't have to spend more time on this, but I will do like this. C6, C6, G3, 41, 41, 40, and this one is 40. This is C8. So I will not spend more time on this next time. G5, this is also G5, G6, C7, also C7, this is 44, two pieces, B8, this is 55, this is also B8, M2, M2, M4, this is R2, M3, M8, something like that. Let me cut these parts, and these two or actually four pieces I will shape separately, but checking every time on the model. The other half of this stem and stern post I will glue after planking, because when I will plank the model I still have to sand it, so I can again damage the end of this stem and stern post. So that's why I will glue only these two halves, and second half of the stem and stern post, which like shaped under the cone, I will glue after planking. I have missed something. What are you talking about? The further board would be a good accessory to have with it. Ooh. Now go, I think you just learned Ukrainian very good. Or just Google can translate it perfectly already. So if you want to commission sales from Lydia, just join the group on Facebook and you can get in touch with her on private messages. Okay, let's shape this. I believe this is from the stern. This is the stern part, and this is the bow part. And okay, let me check the bow part. Fits good. Looks like it is, right? Okay, and if I remember correctly, in the stern part, yep, I will bring camera closer, so yeah, this is exactly what should be left, so this part shouldn't be fired to the end. So let me bring camera closer so you can see what I'm doing. And since I will work here, let me bring field of depth also. The best way to do this, to use vise, you can fix it, and where is my vise? And use file or rotary tool, so to speed up the process. So I will use a rotary tool at the very beginning, and then we'll finish with files. If you don't have wires, you can always use just a clamp and clamp it to the table. When it is still not that small tiny parts, you just can clamp it to the table and just use file. So just careful with the upper part, because it is also fragile, very easy to break. And the rest I will use file to shape it, or even sanding block. That's why I'm supporting this upper part with my fingers, so it will not break. let's say United States are very pricey. When I came here and I have seen that the piece of wood which I was buying like $1 in Ukraine, and I was thinking like, oh, it's not that cheap, and it was $12 here. That was a shock. First 3 years I was only shocked with the prices. Now I can say this is not really cheap, but not very expensive either. But if I was thinking about the very expensive hobby in Ukraine, ship modeling, very expensive hobby it is in the United States. And maybe you have noticed on the website also the prices for the models which I build in Ukraine and prices how they jumped here. Because for all that extra materials, glues which I'm buying here, this is around 30% of the cost of the model. And I'm usually buying a lot of stuff, updating, like replacing blocks, making ropes, and even to buy that Gutermann threads, I found them in Canada, and to order them from there it's already more expensive than in Europe, plus shipping. And don't know how about today, it was before very expensive. But as you remember our recent raffle when the winner was from Canada, and the cost for the tiny box parcel, $56 for the parcel only to ship. For example, similar box I sent to Europe for $33. So Europe, Canada, distance. And actually the winner refused and decided not to pick up his prize, because also to transfer the money to send this parcel, the fee were almost the same as the amount of money. So it just was worth to get that parcel to Canada. Okay. So let's check what I have done here. Trying to figure out how to move everything. I have also my disc sander here, which is in my way. Okay, now you can see it, what I'm doing here. And now I will check what I have to sand more. And I will use clamps. Just to keep it in proper position. To check what I'm doing here. Yeah, I need to sand it a little more. So this marks is accurate, this marking. I'm never sanding it to that point when what the manufacturer marked, because sometimes it is not necessary to sand exactly to that marks. And if you will over sand it, you can't glue the dust back. So better to move slowly and sand it slowly, trying, checking. This is interesting because something is not right. Maybe there is a glue. Oh, good job. Not that it is really a lot of it, but let me cut it. Just can't. It's just taller. This is taller than this, the false keel. But it isn't the same, almost the same height as the bulkhead. So okay. Still something is not right. Like I need, maybe this one is in my way. Still, it is not in the same surface, so it's like have to sand more. So let's check. Better, so maybe a little more. Now it's perfect. Still a little taller than my, this is stem. Yes, it is stem. This is bow, this is stern. So just I will sand it later. So right now it's good. So let me check the curve. Interesting how I sand it roundedly. Of course I can bend this plank, but now looks like it is good. Let's sand second piece. So you can see it. I will put it like this. Have some glue still on my fingers. Actually, Proxon has the most, like, the most precise, the highest quality in rotary tool. I can't say the same about their table, so I had their FAT. And the thing is that if you want to use their FAT for ship modeling, you have to improve that table so actually to pour at least the same amount of money of its cost to create that jaw for blades, replace that plastic with something different, because that it can lift blade at an angle. This is actually not a very good feature for modeling. You are getting such huge hole around the blade, so you can't cut thin planking. So I just decided that I don't need this lifting blade. I can create lifting table. Actually, the Burns table saw has exactly this. It has a tilting table. But because of that huge hole around the blade, so I just throw away the plastic. You know this? It's also plastic, white plastic, which you can carve even. Sometimes people are making carvings for the ship models of it. So I use that. So I forgot the proper name of that plastic, but just to replace that jaw, if I can say, for the blades. So to get smaller space around the blade, that's how you can get more precise and accurate when you're cutting plank or ripping planks. And also, I don't like quality of the blades. They are sometimes even elastic. So when you are cutting, when the blades are brand new, they are cutting all right, like months or two. But then they are starting burning wood. These table saw were designed for building dolls houses, and it's just fine and perfect and doing it jump for the doll houses, but you'd have to have that very high precise and accuracy in cutting planks and different details for ship modeling, which FAT can't produce. And also of this fans, it's not really gives you even proper 90 degrees. So I have seen somewhere on YouTube, but I can't find it because somebody asked me all these upgrades for the Proxon FAT. I have seen somebody on the Facebook, I believe he is from somewhere, is from Odessa, it's Ukraine. He designed and was selling different fans. It was also with clamps, it's more precise, also that insert part around the blade. And I can't find him. And I was searching on YouTube, like typing something, improvement of Proxon, FAT, etc. I just can't find, but he did a very good job. The price was exactly, as I said, same as the cost of the table saw itself, but I think it worth its money, because with that additional kit, and also he made something for that diameter for blades. It was like additional adapter, so you can use different manufacturers' blades, more sometimes more expensive, but they also can give you cleaner cut without burning the wood. So, and I can't find him. Maybe somebody will be lucky to find him on YouTube, because he was advertising his tools on YouTube. And if you can find it, just share it with me too. I will put the links under the video, under the my table, so with explanations that how to improve the FAT, Proxon's FAT. I will translate this comment. I just don't speak German, and right now at the moment I'm busy, so I will translate German later and will understand what you're talking about. Okay, same here. I need to lower it a little. It can't fit properly. Also clean this side. Proper. And actually more or less okay. So I think I have just prepared these two pieces. Let me check. Curve now. Oh, good job. I fell off of the screen and you are not telling me this. And Oh wow, I did it from the first try. Nice. Let's move to the stern. Where is the second piece? It's here. So this is something like this. So you can see what I'm doing. Good. Still higher. Okay, a little more sanding. Maybe I will clean, where is my file, this piece. And now I need to sand. For some reasons it is a little more than it is marked. But where is my scalpel? I will cut first a little more this, where I have to sand. And try one more time. And I will do this with the scalpel carefully, and then we'll continue. And then I can clamp and do the rest with the rotary tool. And then we'll finish the sanding block. Let me clean all this dust a little. I'm supporting it with my finger so it will not break, and so I can apply some pressure. Ooh, that was a mistake to blow. Let me try. Another clump. Like this. So I can try it now. If I will move glue and everything what is in my way. How we might manage to make it rounded if it should be flat? It should be flat. Let me take something. I'll put it here. I have such fantastic tools like just a block. This is aluminum and it's absolutely square. It has 90 degrees and this is scrap. So I have no idea what it was and what it was designed for. It's very strange shape, but these angles, they are 90 degrees and very stiff and flat. That's why I like to use it as a sanding block, especially for such small parts and details in such spots where very difficult to reach with different blocks. But these two small silver or aluminum blocks can do miracles. So this is what I will use here too. I just made it rounded somehow. I want to make it flat. Let's try one more time. Actually, I don't have drill press. Just let me figure out what are you talking about. Yeah, I have also, this is a stand. It's actually, yeah, it is working like a drill press. Let me show you. So I don't know what is the proper name, but this is something what I can use for drilling. Yes, but this is just stand, and I'm using sometimes like milling machine. Just put aside, and I can use it as a this drum with sanding sanding drum, like this one. I mean, this one. So I can sand some rounded shape or radius shaped parts. But yes, I have this one. From each sold model I'm buying tools, or from each restoration I just made a goal. If I'm doing something like that, I'm selling something, I have to buy something useful for the shop so it can continue growing. And I bought this Proxon rotary tool and that stand when I sold Bounty. Let me try it one more time. Maybe I should take a shorter plank. It's a little in my way. Connection between two frames is perfect. Oh, don't move. Good. One is ready. Now the last one. Then I can glue them and can start drilling holes for the threaded rods. First with a scalpel to make this edge, and then I can continue with rotary tool. Oh, why? This time it survived much longer. No, come on. No, it's not. Oh, finally, it is working. Just checking if you have any questions. Because when I'm working and sticking my nose into the model, sometimes I'm missing some questions. A little more. This one. Oh, actually, this is also a very common question, where I got this long lip clamp. This is also wall craft. I believe this is made in Germany, and I have regular clamps and this long lip. I have links in the description under the video, tools and materials, and I believe somewhere even separately I have put a link for these specific clamps. So you can check all my tools, because mostly I'm buying them on Amazon, so that's why I put all the links. Everything what I have put there on this is my list. This is something what I have ordered. So this is exactly what I have ordered on Amazon, and it is like $20 or $25 for two. Sometimes it can be with discount, but mostly it's about $20. But sometimes they are life-saving because of this long lips. And I want to show you one feature which these clamps have. I like these clamps the most because they are not flipping around like this can do quite often, these cheap chinas. They are flipping like this. You have to constantly position them in proper position so you can clamp something. These are not doing this. They are always in proper position. They are not rotating like this. So that's why I like them very much. This is the same manufacturer, Wolfcraft. So they are, from my view, they are the best for modeling. And actually, this regular one I got as a gift when I was building my first model, and then I was searching for them to buy more. So that's why I have 4. Okay, let's try. Again, I need to also fit it properly, so I need to use sanding block. Good job. A little in my way. Something like this. So I think I can glue them. Or I can drill first and then I will glue with epoxy rods, and then I will flip it and glue this and will clamp everything, and it will dry next to the next stream. So let's drill holes first because I need to clamp them. So let me put aside these pieces. I will clean a little. We'll remove some tools. So, rods. And actually about the length, it depends what pedestal or what stand you will make for your model, how you will display it. Because if it will be just to screw it to the bottom of the display case, maybe this one is enough. I have another cut off and one more. So maybe I will use this because I will screw them to the bottom of the model. So, to the bottom of the display case. So it maximum can be 2 centimeters thick, but I don't think that I will make that thick. So I just can count the thickness of the hole skill. So just, yes, I will use this cuts off. Maybe this too. It's more than enough. So if it will be sticking out like this, let me flip. It's more than enough for me. It is more than an inch, I believe. Let me measure. So this one will be 32 millimeters. This is more than an inch. Just to screw it to this board. Oh, good job. And it is, I believe, thinner than 1 inch for sure, only 19 millimeters, so more than enough. So if I will screw this one, I still will have extra length. Let me move. So I will have extra length, more than enough, and in the stern even more because this one is thinner. So that's, I will use these two pieces, or these two pieces, these two pieces. Can't find that rounded flat, forgot the name, which you should put under this nuts. So we'll use without it at the moment, or actually I will not use it today. Next episode maybe I will find all bits and pieces. So let's make holes, and because this is 3 millimeters, I will drill something like 2.8 or 2.5. We'll see. Drills. So let me find the proper one. This one is probably 3 millimeters. This is exactly 3 millimeters. So I will use a smaller one. 2.68. Oh, this one probably is the right one. Because I want to make diameter of the hole a little smaller, so I can screw inside and just use this rod, because it's this rod with threaded rod. So I just want to screw it inside. So maybe this one. And so let me find some collet, this one probably, and I will start with something thinner. So maybe this one, maybe next one. So this one, and I believe this one battery is almost died, so I will use my Proxen. The minus of the cordless rotary tool, you have to have a second or spare battery, which I haven't, but I have a second rotary tool. So actually I can start with a small one, or I can replace it immediately. Where is the... Oh, where is my tool? Don't remember, I think this is this one. I will start with a smaller one, and then we'll drill the thicker one. So just plus minus to mark 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and because I need to flip it, where is my blocks? I have a few blocks here, something like this. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I somewhere between these two bulkheads, and on another side 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, somewhere here. I can measure it Aha, short one. How about bigger ruler? So something like 320 millimeters. Let me make exactly 320. So this is the mark, and $320. Don't want to drill it through it, but we'll see how it will go. It's not really that matter. Not visible here, it's visible here. I'm always marking. This is just a sharp old file, just using this as a marking tool. So when I'm marking it, then your drill will go exactly in that marked spot. Have I drilled it through? Probably. Not yet. Just strange noise. Actually, I can measure it. Oh, it will not be through. I can make even longer drill. Even here. So let me make it longer, so I can put it deeper. Something like this. I'll try to move it to show it to you. And here maybe only half of the length. Yep, exactly half. So just let me move it now. And I will drill it here too. So again I will mark it. Now I will replace this bigger drill with this one. Have you ever used a blind knot to do this? Blind knot? Oh, let me check later how it looked like, because I don't know all terminology in English, so I just don't know what is this. I just prefer rods because they are more like all-purpose. You can use it everywhere in different ways. No, this one it goes here, and this one will go here, and this one will go here. So how deep? Plus minus. If I will drill through, it is not really that matter. Okay, let's try. Not through yet. Good. something like this. Too soft. But let me try if it is big enough, or should I use bigger diameter. Oh, yes, I can screw it. So it's tight enough that you still can screw it. So when I screw it, I can't pull it out actually, but I will screw it also with epoxy glue. So it will definitely be stiff. So perfect. One more try. So actually, because it is such a soft wood, it creates thread in the wood. So good. And second one. Move. How deep is this one? Almost entire drill. So I'm just measuring it like, let me show you. Like this. By eye. Don't need this high accuracy here. Okay, let me glue then first these parts, stern and stern post. Then I will flip, will mix Gorilla Glue, and they will be drying upside down. I think this is the best idea. So I will use for the rods this, and where is my glue? It's behind me. And for the stem and stern post I will use Tide Bond. Just a few drops of fresh one. Just because my brush was in the water, I'm using paper towel to clean it, to make it dry. So let's flip it. Let me think about how to show you this. It's not visible still. Trying to figure out how to put it higher, something like that, so you can see it. Good job. Touch the cable. Let me check. So something like this. And I will use more clamps. So something like this. Let's glue it finally. will glue both, probably then I will clamp it. They are not flat, so I will use this one probably. It's more flat. Something like this. Now is the stern part, or it's actually bow. That was the stern, and this is the bow. And again the same. Need additional drop of glue. So let's flip it because I don't have enough for the second half. Which side is this? This one? Finally I will glue it because it's not glued properly. Where's my tool? Tool. Scraper tool. Right here. Again, 2 hours of prep to glue everything in 5 minutes. Maybe 6 minutes because I need to mix epoxy. epoxy. Probably I need to use a few more blocks to make it higher, because I have clamps. So let me add something more. Maybe even more. Let me check. And something, another 1 or 2 blocks, because clamps are touching the table. Now, more expensive wood is coming. This is actually pear. Another piece of pear. No, it's not this. Good job. Maybe like this. And this is boxwood. So my clamps will not touch the table. Yep. Let me put it properly. Good. Haven't drilled through, I believe. No? No? Good. Oh. Let me clamp it back again. So my Eiffel's tower, almost. Let me make focus here. One rod, second rod, which was in longer, shorter will goes here, longer will goes here. And I will need something to mix epoxy. I have mixed some epoxy here before. Let's continue. So this is Gorilla epoxy glue, and I like it. It hardens fast, so that's why I need to find something to mix. Like toothpick can do the job. And let's try to put a few drops from both halves. A few drops, it's enough. Enough. Good. I like it so much because it hardens fast, cures fast. So literally, theoretically I could screw it in the evening also to the working board, or just a piece of wood. But I will do it next time. So just let's put some epoxy inside. Need to use maybe needle thinner, but this will do the job also. will sacrifice one needle. No, this one is not. I've seen it somewhere with the glue. Just because it's thinner, it's easier to put it deeper because of the air. We'll clean it around. And just will screw it. I believe almost reach the bottom. How deep it is already. More. I think this is it. Can't twist more. So it is already in its place, and it is really, this one is not very deep. So looks like right. So the second one, let me move this piece of art, this huge tower, and we'll repeat this. Better with the needle. It's not actually not that matter what thickness of the rod. It should be just thinner than your fall keel, or if this model or a model in general has a keel, thinner than the keel, because so it will be just weird if you will have thicker rod than your keel. On this model, on the FF of the HMS Speedy, it is 6 mm thickness of the keel, so I used 4 mm rod, and it is bigger model also. But this one is very light model, so 3 mm is enough. 1/16 in inches, I believe, or 1/8. Sorry for my in inches. I'm still thinking in millimeters. And when I'm buying something in the store, I have a ruler which has inches and centimeters. And every time I'm measuring everything with my ruler. I already can use inches to understand more or less them, but I am thinking in millimeters. So I think I already 10 minutes late, but let me finish. I need to screw inside this rod, and we are done for today. Or we can glue 2 pieces of future working stand. I have 2 pieces of wood to glue to the board, legs, I mean. So it will be ready for the next episode, just to screw, or to drill some holes and to screw the model to it. Okay, this epoxy is already hardened. One more drop. That I wanted to dip this one into epoxy. Oh, it's actually very convenient. 6 drop of epoxy, and then I can push it all over. Just because of the air, it's easier to do with the needle. And I believe this should be already enough. So where is my second rod? It was a moment ago here, right here. It's 61 millimeters long. So we'll see how I will screw in. I'm using paper towel because this is the end which was cut and it's sharp. So that's why I prefer to use something. I can shorten them also if I need. I think it's not moving. Oh no, it's still moving. So let me check how deep it is. Oh, it's not that much deep. More. A little deeper. More. And maybe a little more. I think there is some room. Ouch, it is sharp. I still can turn a little, but I think this is already the end. Looks like it. Oh, let me clamp one more time. Stern. And this is how it will dry till evening. So I believe this is it for today finally. But as I said, maybe I will glue 2 pieces of wood. Let me show you. So I will move this. Actually, my working stand will be, it is here. So let me move something. This is my working stand. Future. I just will glue 2 legs. This is how it will look like. So just let me glue these 2 pieces so that they will dry till next episode. Glue. It was somewhere here. Glue. Here. A few more drops of Tide Bond. Nothing specific. I'm eyeballing it. Somewhere here. This is fur. Yeah, this is fur. I remember now. Something like this. And I will clamp it. More. And the second one. Plus minus in the same location. Something like this. So this is our future stand. And this is it for today. Tomorrow I hope I will finish sewing mainsail for the lobster smack. So in the next Sunday we can finish and rig her. So I think I will spend more than 2 hours maybe tomorrow, more likely 3 hours, because to finish sewing bolt rope then I need to make some reef points and at least one kringle, and maybe I need to rig 1 or 2 blocks. So everything this is what I want to do tomorrow. So tomorrow's streams will be definitely more than 2 hours, but I will stay to the end until I will finish it. So next Sunday we will finish the lobster smack, so then we can continue working on the Philadelphia gunboat every Saturday and Sunday. So with this, I think this is it for today. Thank you very much for coming, thank you very much for joining me today, thank you very much for supporting my channel. You are making this possible to do. So if I have missed any questions in the live chat, please drop them in the comments under this video so I can read and answer them after the stream, because the live chat will be available not immediately, sometimes up to 2 days take YouTube to process it, because in 2 days you will get a HD quality of the video. You can get also subtitles which you can translate into any languages, and that's why also the live chat will be processed too. So with this, I wish you a very good and nice rest of your day, and see you tomorrow. Bye. What I forgot? Or you forgot something? At the moment, I don't think that plank on frame on live streams is possible, because literally it will be making one frame during the entire live stream, because plank on frame, you have to cut each piece of frame, you have to glue it, position it, and at least couple of like 30-40 frames. So can you imagine 30 episodes about how to make one frame? It will be just impossible for the live streams. This will be more likely for the videos, regular videos on YouTube, when I'm building something a couple of weeks sometimes, and then I'm making 20 minutes video only how it was done. For example, to show 1, 2, 3 frames in different locations, how it was done, and then just to glue entire video. But this is not something what possible to do for lives. So we'll see, or I will come up with something very interesting model which is possible to do plank on frame. So if you have any thoughts about it, drop them in the comments under the video and we will discuss it next time. So then, see you tomorrow, guys. Bye!